Welcome back. You guys are probably thinking, where the heck has Mallory been? I've been right here, and I have some exciting news to tell you guys. So what I want to start this out by is, for those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, you don't know what's going on. Those of you that do follow me on Instagram, I think you guys have a pretty good idea of what's happening. So I had applied for the Disney College program last semester, and I was no longer in consideration even before I got to take my web-based interview. So it was kind of like sad day for me, but my boyfriend for my birthday surprised me and took me to Disneyland in November, and I kind of fell in love with Disney, if that makes sense. Like, just being there and seeing the characters and smelling the smells of that. You probably don't understand what I'm saying unless you've been to Disneyland in the for the past couple of weeks or past couple of months if you've been there. Hold on, sorry, I'm freaking out. Anyways, so I kind of fell in love with Disney, and I decided that I was going to reapply for the Disney College program and just see where it took me. And so I reapplied. I think I applied February 9th. I think that was the day that I submitted my application. And I want to say 3 days later, I got an email asking me to take the web-based interview. And I was really excited because I had never gotten that far. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I took the web-based interview. I was actually, funny backstory, I was actually on vacation snowboarding in Pine Top when I got the email for the web-based interview. So I actually took it one of the days that I got home from snowboarding. I'm sorry, I keep playing with my hair. I just need it to stay right there. Perfect. So anyways, I took it one of the days that I got home from snowboarding. Well, not home, I got back to the cabin. And I took it. It took me 30 minutes. Well, it's timed anyways. You have a certain amount of time to answer each question. So they keep it really fast paced, but I finished it in time. I didn't miss any questions. And right after the screen changed and it said, you're a strong candidate. We want to make a phone interview with you. And I was really excited to make my phone interview. So I looked at the days that were available to make the phone interview. And I kind of had a little mini panic attack because there was one day left in February, and that was February 12th. And the rest of the days were like the last week of March. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's way too much time to sit there and have my anxiety like literally attack me from inside. So I set my phone interview for February 12th at 2:45. And the scary thing about that was the day we were driving home from snowboarding. We were supposed to leave at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna take my shoes off. We were supposed to leave at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was supposed to get home at 2 and have like 45 minutes to prepare, and it definitely did not happen that way. I didn't get out of bed until 9 o'clock, and then I started freaking out because we still had to pack the car. We still had all this stuff we had to do. So I woke up my boyfriend and I was like, babe, like seriously, get my brothers and get them packing the car. Like, we need to leave. So we pulled out of the cabin at like 10:15. So we were already running late, and we still had to stop and get gas. So that made us even later. I think by the time we were out of Pine Top and we were finally hitting the road, it was like 10:45. And mind you, it's a 4-hour drive from Pine Top back to Phoenix, but we didn't know what the traffic was going to be like. So it was really nervous for me. I was watching the clock the whole time because they tell you that you need like 10 minutes or 15 minutes before your interview time and to prepare for 15 minutes after your interview time. So as it was looking like I was going to have to answer the phone while I was in the car still on my way home. And it made me really nervous because I've heard of a lot of people and they're like, oh my gosh, they called me right on the dot. Or some people even said that they got their call early. So I was major panic attack because my dad was driving, my 16-year-old brother was in the passenger seat, my boyfriend and I were sitting in the middle row, we have an excursion, and then the very back row was my 12-year-old brother. So I would have had to make the phone call, I would have had to take this phone call in the car with everyone. But luckily, my dad, like, it was a speed demon, and he sped home the whole way. I think he went like 85 the whole way. And we ended up getting home. We pulled into my driveway at 2:30. So we cut 15 minutes off of our time. And I went in my room and like I was getting in the zone, like reading over like my notes. I was like, no one come in my room. If my door is shut, that means I'm on the phone. Don't interrupt me. So I was like trying to like put my horse blinders on and focus. I got my call at 2:38. So she was early. And when I got home, I used the bathroom and I went upstairs and I plugged my phone into the charger because I had it at like 50%, but I was like, oh my gosh, some people say that their phone calls can last up to like 30 minutes. So I had my phone plugged in the charger, and then I had another mini panic attack because I forgot to turn my phone volume on, but thank God she hadn't called yet. So anyways, when she called, I guess I sounded really super excited because she was like, oh my gosh, you sound so excited for this. And my phone interview lasted 33 minutes and 56 seconds, I think, if I'm correct. My phone is videoing right now, so I can't actually check. But she really wanted to know, was I wanting to do the fall advantage or the fall? And then I had put for my top role as a Disney face character, like the character performer. And she let me know when the auditions were in Phoenix, so I knew about the auditions. And then she also was like, just so you know, if you get accepted before you do your auditions, you'll probably get accepted for like your second or third role. And then once you do your auditions and you make it, your role will change. It will just give your role to someone else. So I had that in mind, and my auditions haven't happened yet. They're in March, so I'm still waiting for that day to come along. But so after the phone interview, I was kind of freaking out. I was excited. I was thinking, oh my gosh, there's stuff that I forgot to tell her. I don't know, what most teenage girls would do when they're freaking out when they have a job offer from Disney. So I want to say, so my phone interview was the 12th. Oh my God. Excuse me, I'm going to take a second. My phone interview was the 12th, and the first wave of acceptances went out February 18th. And I was not in that first wave, but the people who were getting accepted for roles that I showed little to no interest in. And so I was like, okay, your role hasn't come up yet. Don't freak out. It's not that they don't want you. I was just coming up with every reason in my head of why I hadn't gotten my acceptance yet. So yesterday morning, which was the 19th, because of the snowboarding, I have a bad back to begin with. So I had taken a muscle relaxer last night, or 2 nights ago, to help me sleep because my back was killing me. And I think I should have taken half the amount that I did because my boyfriend came in my room at like 11 o'clock in the morning and he's like, hey, wake up, me and my mom are going to breakfast. And I felt like I was in a coma. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what time it was. I honestly, like, it was ridiculous. I think I took like an adult size muscle relaxer and I'm definitely under 100 pounds. So it was probably a bad idea to start with, but I could not feel my back, that was for sure. So he's like, hurry up and get dressed, and I'm still sitting there like, oh my gosh, turn off the lights, it's too bright, I don't understand what's going on, what day is it, what time is it, how long have I been asleep? Like, I felt like I was asleep for a good 7 days maybe. It was, I don't know. My thing for you, for muscle relaxers, make sure you look at the amount, like the dosage, because I definitely took over my dosage and I probably shouldn't have done that. But anyways, so we went out to breakfast at Cracker Barrel yesterday morning, and another wave of acceptances had started coming out, and I was biting my fingers because I was refreshing my email every, I want to say it was like every 5 minutes, but my boyfriend says it was like every 2 minutes. And I think his mom was paying, and I was walking outside, and my phone actually did like the the little noise it makes when you get an email. So it like vibrated and I was like, oh my gosh, and I freaked out. And there was my acceptance. It was like, Dear Mallory Briscoe, congratulations. I got accepted for the fall program, which was great because I don't think I'd be ready to leave in May, but I got accepted for the fall program as a lifeguard. And I think part of the reason about why I got the lifeguard position is I've been CPR certified since I was like 13 years old. And that's because my dad's a fireman and his captain can pretty much CPR certify me whenever I need it. And I've done ride-alongs with him where I've seen drownings and stuff like that. So they really liked to hear that in my interview. But it's pretty much my placeholder until my character audition in March. So I got really excited, and then my boyfriend started worrying. He was like, you're going to have to move to Florida, and I'm not going to be able to come with you because I'm not going to be able to get a job. And I was like, I will find you a job. Because he just went through his EMT class, so he's now EMT certified. So I was thinking in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, he should apply for the Disney College program, and he could take my position as a lifeguard if I become a character performer, or we both could be lifeguards. And I wasn't planning on living at the Disney housing anyways because I'm bringing my cat. And I don't know how he would do with 8 people. I don't know how I would do with 8 people. So the dog's sleeping on the couch and he's like moving. He's like a fat little roly-poly. He's so adorable. So anyways, I just knew that I wasn't going to be living in the apartments, and I was trying to convince my boyfriend to come with me at the time, and I was like, if I can get you a job interview, will you please go? And he was like, yeah, sure. So I was like, oh my God, like this was last night. I was like, why don't you just apply and just see what happens? So he was like, fine, like just put me in for an application, like set up my account and everything. I don't know what happened there. So I set him up an account, and he came and he like did his previous work history and all that stuff. And I want to say literally 3 minutes after his application went through, he got an invite for the web-based interview. And personally, I was jealous. I was like, what the heck? Like, what makes you so different from me? Why did I have to wait 3 days and you got it in 3 minutes? Like, that made no sense to me. He was like, and he was kind of getting to the point where he was happy about it. He's like, oh yeah, I think I'm better than you. Like, Disney totally wants me more. They want me to be a Disney princess. And I was like, okay, you're done. So anyways, he took the web-based interview and he was invited for a phone interview. So literally in the course of 1 hour, he got what took me like a week to get. So now we're just waiting on his phone interview, which is March 2nd. And I really, really hope that he can get the position. He doesn't love Disney as much as I do, but I really feel like this would be such a great opportunity for the both of us to be able to move to Florida together, and I just think it's really exciting. So anyways, that was my little, I don't want to call it a rant, but that was my little shindig for the Disney College program. I'm so excited. I'm hope that some of the people who are going to be doing the program are watching this, because this is directed towards you. I am so extremely excited to meet everyone. I'm so overjoyed with happiness. Like, I don't know what to do. I have been watching Disney movies for like the past like 6 hours. I think I've watched like 3. I'm just so excited to meet everyone from the Facebook page, and it'll be really cool to see your guys' profile pictures and then go to meeting all of you guys. And I don't want to get emotional when I talk about this, so I'm going to end it at that. But I can't wait to see all of you guys. Sporting my Little Mermaid shirt because why not? I'm so excited. But update on character auditions. I'll probably make a video for character auditions and if my boyfriend gets accepted or not. But anyways, that is that. So excited to meet all of you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna stop now because I'm just gonna keep going. Anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I don't know if you guys can tell, my hair is not done. I was gonna do like a how to curl the hair tutorial next. So this is just it drying out. So if you guys are like, Mallory, why is your hair not done? Why does it look so bad? This is why. Because usually it's like all the way up here. It's been like on top of my head for 3 days straight now. and I'm kind of like in this like jelly mode because I just got a massage for the first time, like a deep tissue massage because of my back, and I'm just like, I just want to take a nap. So anyways, see you next time.